And welcome back to Queen's Crafts by Bridget. I'm Bridget. Thank you for joining me today. Whether you're new here or you've been around since my very beginning, I truly appreciate you coming by and spending some time with me. Today I have a variety of things to show you as I have been very, very busy with the king and therefore very, very busy in my crafting life because, well, to calm myself from not thinking about things I don't want to overthink about, I dive into crafts, and generally not just the crafts that I have ongoing. I try new things, and that way I have to hyper focus on those things. But before we get into too much of that, I owe you a couple names from my last video, and the three lucky cauldron participants this time will be Bear's Crochet Critters, Cheryl Smith, and Jen Reeves. Congratulations, ladies. You will be going into the cauldron as soon as I turn the video off. If you don't know what the cauldron is, every single video I choose 3 people from the comments. Their names get drawn, told to everybody, and in the cauldron at the end of the month or the very first day of the next month, generally, I pull a name from that cauldron, and the cauldron has a wonderful gift for whomever comes out of it. And that's just my way of giving back to the community that supports my being here. Now, granted, I am not monetized, nor have I decided yet if I truly want to be. I've been contemplating on the idea as the possibility gets a little bit closer, although I am still quite a long ways off with my watch time. So it's not a real possibility as of yet, so I don't have to make a decision until that time comes. Also, I know I've been telling you about the zipper bags. And on special request, I will make them. However, I have not figured out how to attach the bits for the straps without, 1, looking icky, or 2, being too weak, and I think that the amount of yarn that would go into them over time could cause a problem. Now, does that mean, do I think that if you use this bag in your home and you fill it up with yarn and it never leaves anywhere, will it be a problem? No, it won't be. It will never ever be a problem. However, I feel like if you're someone that takes a blanket project on the road with you quite often, because that's what you do. You take a blanket project when you go somewhere. I don't know many crafters that do, but I'm sure there are some. I'm afraid that the weight over time will not be withheld correctly by the bag. And until I'm sure that that is going to be a good bet, like I know for sure that I have that handle attachment on there the best possible way, that looks the best possible way, and it's going to stand up to long-term use, then and then, only then will I offer it on the website. Now, that being said, if you contact me and you say, Bridget, I really, really, really gotta have the jumbo zipper bag. If you understand that that's how you are getting it, then fine, no problem, I will make you one. There's no guarantees that it's going to be here in 10 years. Of course, there's no guarantees I'm going to be here in 10 years. Just saying. None of us have an expiration date. But I want to be able to put out the very best product that I can for you guys. And until I feel that it is the very best that I can do, I can't, in good conscience, ask the amount of money that I have to ask for to make any money on something that takes me this long with this much material to make. I hope that you understand. And besides that, with what's going on with the king and his hip and the possibility of surgery, and we don't know how much downtime, and there's a lot of stresses going on, I feel that it's best to limit the amount of bags that I have. And now, that being said, I will have all 4 sizes of knot bags. I will still have my extra large sock bag. I will still have my small sock bag. I will still have 3 ways that you can get the hook needle bag. I will still have the royal cake sack. So there's still plenty of bag choices available for when the website launches. So please just give me the time to get the right design, because you guys deserve the very best. That's all I'm asking. Now, I showed it in the last video as the thumbnail that I finally completed the first flower. So I figured, since I showed you in the thumbnail, I would show you the actual flower so that you can see. Now, I have not done a leaf yet because I'm not sure where in the bouquet this flower will sit. So not all of them are going to need leaves. And being that I made a shorter stem, this one will probably be more closer to the front and not need a leaf, because I will have to have others standing over the top and around the side of it. So this would probably be wrapped up in the bouquet such as this, so that I can hold it. But I am absolutely in love. I think it turned out phenomenally. Now, this pattern is an Etsy pattern. It has been linked in my last 3 videos, and I will try to make sure that it stays linked in every single video until the wedding, because this is the flower that I am doing, not saying that you have to. And if you don't know what that is about, the king and I are getting married on April the 20th this next year. And we thought that it would be very lovely to have anybody that would like to participate make a flower and it be part of our wedding decor. We just want to have people partake in our wedding, even if it's in spirit, and their flower is there in representation of themselves. That would be a very lovely thought that we would both very much enjoy. So thank you to anyone that does participate. I have gotten the first batch of flowers in there, absolutely magnificent, and I cannot wait to get my lattice so that I can start putting things in and planning how things are going to go. I'm very, very excited for that part of everything. All right, so let's talk about a few other things. Like I said, I've been busy. Well, as we've done in the past, the king missing a couple days of work this week and everything, we had bought him this earlier, and it came in, and while we were out and about at the doctor's, this came in. So when we got home, it was here, and we decided to start working on it. So let me show you. It's a bit big, guys. And then, this one took some work, y'all. Look at that. Now, I know not everybody's going to be into Star Wars or into puzzles or anything like that, but it is crafty. I am Queen's Crafts, so I am going to show you the crafts that we partake in, and I hope that is okay with you. But here are the jets, all ready to take off into warp speed and go chase old Han Solo down and those nasty rebels. All right, guys, I'm going to put you on pause just for a hot, quick second. Run the Star Destroyer out to the king, and we will continue what we're doing. All right, so if you've been around a little while, back at the beginning of the year, my birthday came, and the king gifted me with a candle making kit. Promptly thereafter, I got very, very busy. And then after I was not busy, I completely forgot about it. Well, I was sitting on the shelf, and I looked over and I said, you know what? I'm going to bust it out, give it a try. So I have created 5 candles. All of them look slightly different, but that's only based on their bottoms. Now this one here is a pink sand, and then it also has blue on the top. And as we have a starfish. And we have some other seashells in there. And I also put some crystals in there and some beautiful stones. I got some tiger's eye in there. And this one again. Ooh, that one you can see a little better. Now I'm not sure if it's possible to do it with less bubbles, but we will definitely be giving that a look-see around, see if I can find anything to read that says if there's a way to reduce the amount of bubbles. Now these, of course, are the gel candles, and I did add a lovely cinnamon scent. Cinnamon is one of the very few scents that I can handle without getting a very bad migraine. I prefer like Red Hot's cinnamon, stuff like that. And then I created these ones here. We have just a plain white. And on the bottom, we have all 3 colors of sand that came in the kit. And there we go. You can see in the bottom. And some stars and some seashells. And again, some precious stones. Not precious stones, but crystals. And I don't know, precious stones. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not very good with what you call all that. I have a very bad memory. And I forget things very, very, very quickly. So it takes me a long time to learn new stuff that, especially that I get by hearing about it, stuff like that, or reading it. I have to physically do it to retain it most of the time. And this one here, I didn't have enough of the clear or of the blue to do the full thing after doing both the smaller ones each. So this one is a mixture. I started off with the clear and topped it with the blue. And again, we did green and blue on the bottom, but I've got pink on the top, or the purpley color. And it's got all the seashells again and the stones. I think that was a lot of fun. I definitely really enjoyed it. And I very, very much enjoy burning candles, whether it's for my witchy type stuff or it's just for the enjoyment of burning the candle and smelling the wonderful scent. I've also been doing just a little bit of bag making. I'm going to show you these. Both are orders. One will be going to Moose Mike, and the other to the wonderful Alaskan Crafter Jan. This one here is for the wonderful Mike. He wanted Dragon Ball Z, which I, of course, had no clue what that was. None. Sorry, Mike. Mike doesn't watch my videos, but Sam will tell him that I apologized. But I did the handle of the straps for him. And they're just under a yard. It's a good length to throw over your shoulder, and it lands at about my bottom of my ribs. It's a nice bag. We did a nice dark purple on the inside. Mike is a lover of purple. Well, Mike actually enjoys all colors, I do believe. I haven't seen one that he turns his nose at yet, but I believe dark purple is his favorite, so I did him dark purple. Also a notions pouch to go as well. Or is that a potions pouch? And then, as a little bonus, I threw him in a zipper bag. Why? Because I could. Actually, the fabric was cut and it was just going to lay there if I didn't, so why not? Alright. And then for the Alaskan Crafter Jan, I have done the large size knot bag in her choice of fabric. Let me bring that closer so you can see how absolutely stunning they are. Aren't those hummingbirds just beautiful? And I have ones that look quite like this that come and feed at my front and back feeder. Now, just so you guys can see, the large bag for the zipper is the same as the large bag for the knot bag. The only difference is the closure, not in size. So once I figure out this part, where I feel more secure in this part, then we will go from there. I know we are all our own worst critics, but I'm just not secure in that design yet. And until I am, and I hope that's okay. And then, now see, this pattern here, though I absolutely could, make a medium size knot bag with this, you lose so much of what the fabric is. So this one here, this particular print really lends itself much better to a larger bag, to the large or the blanket size bag, because cutting it for the medium size bag, one side will end up being where you have the beautiful hummingbirds. Sorry, my words, and I missed a thread. Versus, it's beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not. I still love this fabric, and I would definitely buy it again. I just wish, for the purposes of my bags, they could scale down just a wee bit. But, beggars can be choosers, We are just a little bit fussy over here. And besides that, I've started a spin of the blue and pink and whatnot that I showed you guys. I dyed up here recently. And I also did a little experiment. And we will put in right here, starting with phase 1, going into phase 4, I do believe it is, maybe 5. I can't remember, guys, I'm sorry, but I will show you in pictures what it is that I was able to create in the fiber, and I cannot wait for that to dry and for me to have some bobbins free, because it is going to be gorgeous. And it's not even really my color. It's way more Ray's color. Ray from Ray's Yarn Addiction, if you don't know her. If you don't, please go on over and give her a shout, because she's wonderful and I love her. Okay, so I do believe, oh no, hopefully by now all the pictures have loaded, but if they're not, they'll still be coming right here. I did contact quite a few Joannes, and even went as far as searching about 2 hours away to see if I could find more of this fabric. It literally was only in the one store that I bought it from originally, and they didn't have enough to ship. So we jumped in the car and headed up that way. Since we were going to the doctor anyways, we swung on in on the way back home and was able to score the last remnant piece that they had. Not even a full yard, but I can get a couple bags out of it if you guys want it, and it is much more purple than what you are seeing. It is not quite as blue. It is, I mean, there are blues, but it's much more purple than it is blue. If you've seen the pictures of the bags. Hopefully those are color correct. I do believe that's everything, guys. I know it's only been like 2 days, and here I am with all of this. But, you know, chaotic is good for crafting, I guess. But I'm going to hop on out of here and get these bags packed on up so they can make it on to their intended. And I hope that they are loved for a long time to come and filled with all of the best yarns, of course. Until next time, I truly hope that you are crafting your happiness. And bye for now.